The tea party scene in Arcane Season 1 has been lauded as one of the best scenes in the show. For good reason. It's fantastically paced, the atmosphere is unbelievably tense, the dialogue is incredible, the symbolism is so juicy. But there's one part of it that I think, while has been clocked by many people, reaches far deeper than initially realized. And that's down to one simple question. Why the tea party? Obviously, it's a reference to Alice in Wonderland and the Mad Tea Party that is in line with Jinx's supposed insanity, but why that specific idea? What does the tea party mean to Jinx, who set it all up? I think that answer can be traced to her motivations in the scene and how it contrasts with everyone else involved. What is a tea party exactly? It's a social gathering, a congregation of 2 or more people with food and drinks. And specifically, the long-standing etiquette around tea and how to act while drinking it brings with it a connotation of calm, contemplation. Everything that this scene is not. And Jinx knows it. She is aware that there are conflicts of interest between all 3 people she brings in. So why does she still organize the meeting around a tea party? Because it's not about them. It's about her. Everyone in this scene is after something specific. Vi wants Powder, Silco and Caitlyn want Jinx. But Jinx? She's not entirely sure what she wants. It's down to a choice between Powder or Jinx, one that she explicitly gives to Vi instead of herself. This isn't a fight to her, it's an interrogation of her identity, and that's what separates her conclusion to everyone else. For Vi, Kate, and Silco, this confrontation is ripe with hard choices. Vi thinks she'll get Powder back, but at the cost of Kate. Kate gets Jinx, Vi goes with her. Silco gets Jinx, Vi, Kate, and all of Piltover go too. There isn't a compromise in any outcome, no deal to be made in any of this. Just like the chairs, you can only sit in one. This comes across very subtly in the dialogue. Every character in this scene, consciously or not, is dealing in absolutes.
Nothing is ever going to change that. Vi, she's too far gone.
Her name is Jinx.
They are viewing the situation and each other through either-or binaries, which is consistent with everyone's arcs. Vi famously solves her problems with her fists and not her brain. She specifically allies with Piltover with the assumption that they'd help rescue Powder from Silco's grasp.
I'm gonna find her and erase whatever fucked up delusions you put in her head, but
Caitlyn does try to look at the bigger picture of corruption, but ultimately does so believing that she can solve it by herself.
you expect everyone to give you what you want.
Silco is so convinced only his way can free Zaun that he actually destroys the city he's trying to save, then find another way that isn't drugs. All 3 of them are in a binary situation, forced to make binary choices because their lives have been dominated by binaristic thinking. They look at the tea party not as a moment of introspection, but as a fight between different people. Jinx doing this is just another marker of her madness, not a genuine attempt at understanding. For Jinx, there is no gain to be found in any outcome because her life has constantly been anything but binary. Vi is both her greatest demon and her one source of support. Silco is the source of her torment and her dad. Even Caitlyn is a complicated case in her mind. She hates Kate for possibly replacing her, yet even after this confrontation she doesn't kill her. Jinx's framework of life does not fit in with anyone else at the table, not just in the meaning but how everyone is going about it. And it is for that reason that the conclusion deviates from the rest. Jinx's choices are equal in her mind, and so are the costs. She gets one person, she loses another. No matter what, she will lose. And when Silco is taken off the board, Jinx's decision reveals something hidden in plain sight all along. That everyone, including her, lost, and nothing anyone could have done would have changed that. Vi thought she could save Jinx from the monsters, but instead only aggravates them. Silco thought he could keep Jinx at his side, and pays the price for it with his death. Kate thought she could stop Jinx, but in the end has to watch as her mother dies. Everyone went into the scene thinking they could somehow, some way, come out on top, but ultimately came out seeing how wrong they truly were. Even Jinx's action of firing fish bones isn't something that gives her the closure she wanted, and only creates further problems for herself and everyone she loves. This concept of winning looking nothing like you imagined is consistent throughout Arcane's 2 seasons. Powder thinks she won by unleashing the monkey bomb. Kate continuously pursues Jinx, believing it'll give her closure. And Bessa wants to finally triumph over the Black Rose. Both Jace and Victor believe that tech will save them. And in every single case, that victory is ultimately what causes everyone's downfall. Vi leaving Powder, Kate's villain arc, and Bessa's death. Jace using tech to save Victor causes the literal end of the world, and Victor causing the glorious evolution costs him Jace along with the rest of the world. It's not just about perceived strengths actually being flaws, it's about this black and white thinking that leads flawed actions to flawed conclusions. All of these characters believing that they have the answers, the upper hand, only to realize that they are simply one person in an entire universe that constantly dominoes onto itself. This scene, alongside being an incredible set piece and subversion of conventional finales, also distills one of the driving forces of conflict in the whole show, that things are often not what we want them to be.